Hi, my name is Hannah Phillips, and I'm a 7th grader in our school district. I came here today wanting to talk about how our teachers are treated here. I will be reading a quote from a teacher in our district who feels that they must stay anonymous. This was shared in a QCEA survey. Never in my years have I ever thought about doing anything else but teaching. These last 3 years, I have looked up what teachers do when they leave the profession completely multiple times. QCUSD has made me think about quitting what I love the most. I'm taking a careers class right now where we look into different professions that we could possibly pursue after high school. After seeing how overworked and stressed my teachers are, and hearing about how they are being treated in our school district, it puts me off of the idea of teaching. I love my teachers and they work so hard for us. I really appreciate everything they do. It is hard to think of the mistreatment they have to go through in our school district just to be here for us. I'm just going to say, teachers are awesome. Every day, without fail, they greet us with a smile on their face and do an amazing job teaching us. They are patient when dealing with the harder students, and they happily answer my questions and help anyone who is confused. They work so hard to teach us every day. None of you would be who you are today without teachers. So now let me ask you a question. How does our administration treat them? Let me give you one example of what happens to teachers that we see happening right here at Eastmark. There is an extreme sub and teacher shortage. Why do you think this is happening? It's because of how teachers are being treated. At some point, some of them decide that they just can't take it anymore with teaching in a district that cares so little about them. Teachers already work hard enough as it is, and they deserve their breaks. Well, now a lot of them don't even get breaks. They have to run around subbing for other classes because there are not enough subs. Numerous times, classes have even been left unattended or a teacher has run in at the last minute to sub. Teachers need their breaks to lesson plan, grade papers, and just have a little pause in their day to take a breath. When they don't get that, they don't have the time to get everything done that they need to get done. A lot of people don't even know what is happening to teachers because everything is sugar-coated so that it seems like teachers are perfectly happy. Our teachers are too scared to speak up because they are afraid to lose their jobs. I would like to conclude by saying that our teachers are amazing and deserve so much more than they are getting, and they deserve to be treated better. It makes me sad to hear about what happens to our teachers and what this is doing to them. I hope that you address this before we lose more of our amazing teachers.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Janae Phillips.
Sorry, I'm proud of my daughter. That wasn't big for her to be able to do that. Janae, intimidated, disrespected, scared, and traumatized are all words I hear used to describe what it is like working under Dr. Berry's leadership in this district. One teacher said, "It feels like we are in an emotionally abusive relationship." Another teacher said, "Teachers are being targeted instead of being able to collaborate with administration. Without collaboration, we are not able to advocate for what is in the best interest of our students. We are overworked and overwhelmed with no support from administration. Instead of working together, we are alone on our own island." Since I spoke at last month's board meeting, I have had several teachers reach out to me to share their experience and to thank me for speaking up for them. The most heartbreaking thing has been that each time someone reaches out, the first thing they do is request that I don't use their name or mention that I spoke with them. This is how deep the fear and trauma runs. It is deeply concerning that our teachers and staff cannot speak up for themselves and instead have to rely on their comments being read anonymously. The teachers in our district are being mistreated under Dr. Berry's leadership. They can't speak up about anything for fear of retaliation with their evaluations, threatened with being blacklisted in the area, or even loss of their job. They're asked not to put the real reason they are resigning on their exit interviews. They can't attend or speak at board meetings for fear of losing their jobs. They can't trust HR. I have heard story after story about the mistreatment our teachers endure just by working here. Dr. Berry will gladly share articles and data about how the Great Resignation is happening across the country, that our school district is just a part of this trend. Did you know that this has also been referred to as a great upgrade? Workers are quitting to take new, better paying jobs or jobs where they are treated better by management. By Dr. Berry saying this district is a victim of the Great Resignation, he is admitting that our district is the kind of place that people have to leave. And if he knows about this, then why isn't he doing all he can to change the working conditions of our teachers so that we can retain them? Here's a comment from a teacher from the QCEA survey. "The board and district keep selling the line that we pay our teachers because they deserve it, but why are we still leaving? What is the real difference between those teachers who stay and those who leave? Every year we weigh the options. Is it more important to be happy or make sure that we can take care of our families? Those who stay are choosing their family's future over being fulfilled in their job. Those who are leaving are choosing to take a pay cut so they can feel respected as an educator or as an employee. Our teachers and staff are our children's best advocates. If our district leaders are not for our teachers, then they're not for our kids. If change is not made soon, it will impact the staffing levels and class sizes at all of our schools as teachers and staff get tired of the mistreatment and leave our district. We are asking for a change of leadership because our teachers and staff repeatedly say that the trauma runs too deep with our current superintendent to trust any future efforts or change.
10 seconds.
I'll end with this comment from a teacher. I would never recommend anyone going into teaching. It is truly an abusive, unhealthy relationship. It's a job I love so much, but Perry has definitely ruined it for our district.
Time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Kimberly Skinner.
Thank you. Kimberly. And I've got a couple of quotes also from the QCEA survey. I have 3 quotes. First one, we used to rate our admin every year. It has been close to 6 years since we have had that option. If the district did one independent survey to all teachers and staff, it would show how unhappy we are. But unless it can be proven that it will be independent and anonymous, no teacher will do it. If you speak out in this district, you will be on an improvement plan by the end of the year and in a new district the following year. Next quote, being told how to do my job by someone who has never done my job is annoying. Having them refuse to learn about what I do, then tell me I am doing it wrong is insulting. Next quote, when we stop trying to prove to whoever that we are a great district through social media, news channels, and other feel-good stories to make Dr. Berry look good, maybe we can actually focus on becoming a great district and we can stop lying to the public. And we are asking that you take this opportunity to listen to our teachers and try to stop the resignation of teachers that are supporting our children. Thank you.
Thank you. Hannah Skinner.